Yo, it's your boy Taryn the Black. It's February 2nd, 2026. This is a Monday. I had a long day. Forgive me if I've seem kind of hoarse, man. I've been working my ass off. But I'm gonna talk about a little Don Lemon, little Epstein, little what's going on in they in Minnesota. And a little bit of Iran and everything, you know what I'm saying? So this start right here. So last week, Don Lemon got soaked up by the feds over the and they just released his charges. It's the FACE Act. If y'all don't know what the FACE Act is, it's basically a law that was made on a Clinton, on a Bill Clinton, that prohibits anybody protesting abortion clinics and like churches and stuff like that. So it was designed to like prevent actual protests inside the lobby or inside premises of, like, you know, churches and stuff. Like anybody performing their First Amendment right at a place of business or something like that. It's a matter of fact, let me get the FACE Act right here so we know exactly what it is. Freedom of access to clinical entrance, FACE Act, is a federal law, 18 U.S.C. Section 248, that prohibits the use of force, threat of force, or physical obstruction to injure, intimidate, or interfere with anybody obtaining or providing reproductive health services or exercising religious freedom at a place of worship, which they did. It also prohibits intentional property damage to the facilities. So it was made back during the Clinton administration, 1994 and everything. So here we go. He just got out. I'm not gonna play the Grammy version of it because I've heard they've been flagging, so forgive me on that. Let's go.
Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Last night.
All right, that's his side story. This on Real American Voice right here. Let's see what they gotta say. I'm pretty sure this is the opposite side.
Look, there are all kinds of additional statutes that may or may not apply. Our job is, number one, as law enforcement, to shut this down and make sure that it doesn't happen again, to protect people exercising their First Amendment right. People forget that the right to pray in peace in America is literally one of the things that this country was founded on, one of the key things this country was founded on. And secondly, it's protected by the First Amendment. And so that was our focus. We've done that. We've gone into court. We've arrested people. And now we're expanding our investigation. And we have a lot of tools.
Salute.
We'll be using those tools. This case is among the top priorities of the Civil Rights Division. And if further evidence comes to light that allows us to add additional charges, and I won't speculate which, I think you can expect those to follow. Look, there are all kinds of additional.
So, matter of fact, so the issue I see Don is really dealing with, he coordinated with the protester going in there. And there's what gave him reasonable doubt if he didn't actually go inside, because like there was it's on video of him actually cornering the pastor, which is crazy. Like a journalist cornering pastor at a place of worship is wild. I can understand like if there was a actual crime taking place or whatever. I mean that's beside the point. But like you going in with a protest that they'll harass some parishioners, you know, kids crying, everything. They over here yelling at them, interrupt the service. You know, that's against the law like crazy. Like I just read the FACE Act, and like they, you know, how the feds work. Hey, even if you conspire to do that, that could be considered, and you got it on camera or whatever, that could be considered a you know, a violation. So yeah, it's crazy. Like, and of course, Dunn, like he went to the Rams. Like I said, I'm not showing that because they've been flagging anybody showing that. So yeah, he went to Grammy standing ovation. Like they buy all hook, line, sinker on that. He's gonna make a whole bunch of money on this, but I don't know if he's gonna be innocent on that. What they charged him with. Let me see what they exactly charged him. Well, oh shit. So Don Lemon was charged with conspiracy to derive rights, interfering with religious freedoms. Yeah, that's the FACE Act. Look at here. All right. Don Lemon was indicted federal civil rights charges related to the coverage of a protest inside a church. I mean, because like technically you cannot, like if you see a crime being committed, you can't even, like journalists can't even go in there with them, because like you become, that's a fine line of like you being a journalist and you being like accomplished or whatever. Protest interrupted service at City Church in St. Paul, Minnesota on January 18th to demonstrate against one of the pastors who reportedly served as immigration and custom enforcement ICE officer. Lemon has maintained that while he was present at the protest, he was acting as a journalist. He was see, here's the thing, man. Like, the fine line is you blocking the interests, won't let people go because you're trying to get an interview, stuff like that. That's the you was asked to leave. See, it's and then you got it all on video. What's up, Phoenix? You got it all on video and everything, right? So Don, I don't know, man. This might not. And now they had to do this. See, what people don't understand, like, you don't want to allow Don Lemon to get away with this per se. You know, you want him to go through the whole court system because he did violate that statute. I mean, by the letter of law, you violate that. But if, like I said, if he doesn't get jail time or whatever like that, that's cool in the long run. Like, you know, that's better than you just letting him not deal with any consequences whatsoever. Because the downside of that is if you don't do that, and then stuff that happened to Charlie Kirk, it's gonna be people on the right that's gonna start taking, you know, gonna go the extra mile, I should say. And I don't agree with doing that anything, because that's just this is a bad president all across the board. But it's gonna be real hard to you know, tell people to stand down if you don't do anything to somebody that actually violate a group of people's civil rights by the law. Now, I've heard like Cato Institute saying that the FACE Act is unconstitutional. Technically, they might have an argument on that, but it's funny that they only talk about it when somebody on their quote unquote side went and actually violated it, you know? So it's gonna be very, very interesting how this play out. I'm not gonna read the whole article. Y'all already know what went down, so let's not go there. So that's that we're gonna see if he get jail time. I'm gonna get a little bit on this Epstein stuff, right? So this is the first time, one of the first people I've heard the Epstein stuff from wasn't like your Alex Jones or anybody like that. It was actually from Rush Limbaugh. Well, because like I used to listen to him and like other people used to listen to NPR too back in the gap, and like trade notes. But he was the first person that brought up Epstein from like the in-depth situation. So I want to play a little bit of this. I actually found a clip of that. I hope I don't get flagged on this because I don't know how his state plays it, plays and everything. But it's crazy. I found this.
Jeffrey Epstein, meaning to you? The name Jeffrey Epstein ring a bell? Jeffrey Epstein is the wealthy New York, Palm Beach financier, big-time Democrat fundraiser, big-time Democrat donor, big-time friend of Bill Clinton. And as it turns out, big-time friend of Prince Andrew. Epstein is the guy who was convicted in a plea deal. And I can't, as a Democrat, he practically got off scot-free given what he's charged with.
By the way, this is before Trump, and I think this is, let me see, hold up. When was exactly this? Yeah, Trump ain't walked down the elevator yet, the escalator yet.
He apparently had sex slaves at his Palm Beach.
Yeah, he wasn't. This is before Trump even announced, because I think like Jeb was the front runner, considered the front runner right now. This is back in, man, damn, this is almost 11 years to the day. That's crazy.
House and in New York, and Robert Maxwell's daughter Ghislaine is one of his employees and shepherded the whole thing. Anyway, he pled guilty to one minor charge in all of this. But the UK Daily Mail and Daily Telegraph now have stories, and have been picked up everywhere, New York Post, because one of the sex slaves, they were underage, they were minors, 17, 16-year-old women who were brought into service, friends of Epstein.
That's crazy. And one of the argued he was really connected to Clinton. Like he said, Rush was saying he's really connected to Clintons. Man, this is crazy. I forgot about this. I went go and look and said, man, Rush said something. He had another story about how Epstein tried to oh yeah, it is. You dead ass right. It is. It is. And it's another one, Sun Valley, some shit like that. That's where they was Disney Iger was they were planning on getting rid of Bob Chapek or whatever back in 2020. Yeah. All that shit real.
And some of the friends were Clinton and Prince Andrew. And Alan Dershowitz has been dragged into this. One of the girls who was 17 at the time all this is going on is now 30, and she is the source for the story that's out there now. And she says even Alan Dershowitz was involved, and he's all over television demanding that she go on TV and say it to her face because it isn't true about him. And so people are starting to wonder, but
who is that? Oh, you talking about Alan Dershowitz? Who are you referring to? This is Rush Limbaugh said that if y'all too young to know who Rush Limbaugh was, he was the biggest radio personality. He was bigger than Howard Stern at one point. He was a political, he's pretty much like the father of talk radio. And you can make an argument. He one of the first podcasts. Oh, that's Epstein. That's the dude. That's the dude that got all the files and stuff.
Politics. Okay, why is this happening now? I mean, this is on the cusp of Mrs. Clinton's next day in the sun. All this is coming. This is old news. I mean, what Epstein did, what was going on at Epstein's house. I mean, he would call you up and say, "Well, you like a massage? Come on over." The 17-year-old girls would do whatever you wanted them to do, and they had his friends over there. None of it ever stuck to Bill Clinton, except now there's a story that Clinton is identified in the.
Oh, your head. Hey, this is a wormhole. I can't even touch half the stuff I need to touch on this to get you to understand what's going on. This is, I'll show you some more stuff. Hold on.
A lawsuit. Now, the woman who was 17 at the time, 30 years old now, claims that she was never asked to take care of Clinton, but that he was around. But the Daily Mail has a story that Clinton's been identified in a lawsuit against Epstein, who had regular orgies at his Caribbean private island, as well as the Palm Beach house. I don't know if any of this went on in New York or not. I presume that it did. I first heard about this over the weekend, too, when I'm cramming, getting ready for today. And somebody sent me a note saying, this has got to be politically oriented time-wise, because this can't be good for Hillary. For all this to come up again when it's been over. I mean, Epstein went to jail. He did his time. He had a sweetheart plea deal, and the plea deal, get this, the plea deal even assures all of Epstein's friends that their names will never be made public. Their names will never be.
So if anybody were talking about the redacted, this was all set up around the Obama administration. This is 2015 we talking about. This is where this came from. So I'm surprised they still got this up, man, because like all this is even before Trump even got he even announced he was running. Cause I believe he announced in that July. Cause I remember when he announced, cause I was in Vegas when my old lady was in Vegas for my birthday. So yeah,
released. It's incredible, and it's the power of Democrat Party politics that made this possible. The Palm Beach police were the original investigating agency, and they had all kinds. And the things they've said, the Palm Beach police said they had enough evidence to send the guy away for a long time. By the time the state and federal legal beagles got involved, it got pared down to practically nothing.
I believe one of the district attorneys was Pam Bundy at the time. Hold on, district attorney Palm Beach. This. Nah, I stand corrected. This dude was the district attorney at the time. Oh shit. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that right there.
And that's just Democrat Party politics coming into play. I mean, Epstein was a big donor, and he's a big fundraiser. Clinton.
So y'all saw who was the district attorney that gave him a sweetheart deal.
Clinton flew all over the world with this guy. This guy owns a couple of Boeing 727s or 757s or what have you, and Clinton was Clinton's transportation. And so the whoever is doing this, whoever is responsible for this coming up now, is definitely trying to link Bill Clinton to this, if in no other way by association. And it has to be targeted at Hillary. Remember, all of these millennials out there who think Hillary is the greatest thing since sliced bread, I'll never understand it. I still don't understand. I never will. For as adept and attuned to the pulse of the people as I am, I will never understand how Hillary Clinton gets over 10% in any poll. But she does. She's the Democrat frontrunner. I will never understand it because of the things I know. But, and even in an age, we're entering in this There's a story in the stack here about young people today and the challenges they face. And I've read it, and I'll get to it. I've got to be honest. The kids today, 20, 25, 30, they've got a whole different set of challenges.
Yeah, he going with basically how millennials and everybody, how we were looking at politics and everybody, especially Gen X, Gen Z at the time. So yeah, that's a little bit outside what I was trying to. But yeah, he was talking about this like way back when, and then I gotta find where Rush talked about the story where Epstein showed up out of nowhere on his ass. So more on that. Breaking this Nick Sorter. Breaking Bill and Hillary have agreed to testify in the House Epstein investigation per New York Times. This comes 2 days prior to a vote to hold them in contempt. So we'll see about that. If they make this public, man, that's gonna be viral. Every political YouTuber gonna be playing that shit. That's gonna be crazy. And this just dropped. So they saying Jay-Z have left the U.S. on undisclosed destination. So what's going on now, which is crazy, he's left because like Super Bowl's coming up, which he probably be back by Super Bowl. But like he runs the music side of the Super Bowl and got Bad Bunny up there and everything. So right now, what's going on? Nicki Minaj is pretty much going in on Jay-Z right now. So I don't know if that even matter or whatnot, but hey, we'll see. I have nothing on that. This is a funny skit I saw. I saw on somebody else's screen. Shout out to D-Day Cobra.
Okay, this new Epstein email is kind of crazy. Look at this. Bill Gates was planning pandemic simulations with Epstein in 2017. Yeah, did you see the part about Trump and underage girls? Yeah, those are old allegations already discredited, zero evidence. He did it. Okay, whatever. Check this out. An email refers to the founder of TMZ as a good friend who could help with media coverage. A pedo ring was controlling the narrative through media. Not that this is something new, but it's kind of wild. Nice, but Trump is in the files. I thought we already settled that.
So that's the problem with the hold up. That's the problem with this the Epstein file stuff, man. Some people just want to hear one thing.
The facts, but Trump is in the files. Epstein had exchanges on trans children and how to normalize it. This guy wasn't just trafficking girls.
Russ, you crazy, boy. And, you crazy. I just say that.
He was...
Family Friend used to do her hair up here in Fort Worth, back in the Star Search days, man. She passed around the same time my mother-in-law passed. So, rest in peace, Miss Bobby.
In talks to push gender ideology. Don't care, Trump is in the files. Epstein sent an email saying Ghislaine Maxwell's father got killed after trying to blackmail Israeli intelligence. Trump, in an email to someone, Epstein said, "I represent the Rothschilds." Trump is in the files. Epstein lived in the Vatican for a while, giving design that.
He lived in the Vatican for a while. What the? Oh yeah, and some of the emails, it was somebody from MIT was talking about them solving time travel. which is crazy.
Direction. Trump! He was working to overthrow Putin. Trump is in the files. He's literally in a picture with boxes containing CIA documents. Trump! Okay, there are emails about murders staged as suicides, government cover-ups, money laundering, a black market of sex trade, presidents and prime ministers, all over the world, Mossad, CIA. Epstein ran at the top of global power. He had influence there. These are things to be looked at. And let's be honest, you didn't care or ask for these files when Joe Biden was president and when he had them. And now, you suddenly care about the children and the victims. And the only name that's been totally vindicated here, yet you're trying very hard to weaponize these files against, is Trump. Exactly.
All right. So this sister has some good points. It's a 3-minute video, but I like that video. I like that skit because it's true, man. Because again, if you Rush was so early on a lot of this stuff because he was early on the Epstein stuff like crazy. That's 2015. And like I said, he was like, hey, that's a Clinton dude. This and that. And he was trying to figure out what was the issue. Why were they bringing him up during that time? And that's still baffling because Hillary was definitely the front runner because this is before Trump even went down the escalator. She was definitely the front runner. She probably was gonna beat Jeb because Bush is bad to a lot of people, and they would have went on with the cleaners and everything. But it's remarkable all this Epstein stuff came out right during that time. Then I remember that's around the time when 2016 hit, and when they knew Trump had the nomination, that's when the email stuff start hitting up real bad. Then that fell on his face, and it was a whole bunch of stuff. It makes me think what was the real play behind all that? Oh yeah, did y'all know this? I'm gonna make sure I got this right. Okay. I found something new. Let's see. Here we go.
I knew you was gonna pick up the phone right away because you know I got the tea. Now listen, you know Auntie wasn't finna call you until she got all the information correct and I got it accurate. So listen up, let me tell you about these files, honey. Now, it's a big difference between your name being in the files and your name being in his personal emails. A lot of those names were just in the files because there were anonymous tips to the FBI from non-credible sources just saying some of anything. So they could have been prank callers, so they didn't take them serious. They never came forward, so non-credible. But let me tell you who was in the emails, honey. Prince Andrew, we kind of knew about that one. Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, Richard Branson, who invited Epstein to his personal island, and I quote, "as long as you bring your harem with you." Bill Clinton, we already knew about him. Ehud Barak, that's the former Israeli prime minister.
Yep.
Larry Summers, who was Clinton's former secretary of treasury.
Yep.
Steve Bannon, who once advised Donald Junquavius, but in those emails, him and Epstein was talking shit about Donald Junquavius. Now, Bill Gates, we knew about him. Brett Ratner.
So they got a interview Steve Bannon did with so that's interesting.
Catherine Rumler, who was White House counsel to President Obama, she says Jeffrey Epstein was like an older brother to her. Now, let's talk about President Trump and Elon Musk. Now, was his name mentioned in the emails? I'm talking about President Donald Junquavius. Yes, his name was in the emails. Let me tell you why. They was talking shit about him because apparently Jeffrey Epstein couldn't stand him. It was never terms of endearment. It was never, hey, I think he's a great guy. He came.
So if you remember, one of the big dust ups, like at one point, I want to say in the 90s and stuff, like all the pictures we see of him and Epstein, that was during the 90s, that was during the late 90s, early 2000s until until he found out, like the HR lady informed him that informed Trump that something went down with Epstein trying to get some young chick, recruit a young chick at the hotel or some shit. So yeah, they didn't see eye to eye. But like, what's crazy, Melania, like she was still emailing Ghislaine. So this happens a lot, right? If I'm not saying this is the case, but a lot of times if dudes ain't seeing eye to eye, but the wives are still cool, or the wives still, Ghislaine is a decent looking chick, and she probably like in those circles of like models and everything like that. So yeah, I could see Melania still being somewhat cordial with her, because models and everything, they all hang out together, even though they probably in some kind. Some of them are probably in some crazy shit or whatever. Not excusing everything. And then like Melania did say she don't really have a relationship, but I mean, you gotta really define relationship at that point. Like think about like your real life. I'm not saying this is how she sees it, but this is how I see it. Like a lot of people, I wouldn't say I have this super relationship with everybody around me. I have association. I might, we might be cool online or something like that, but relationship, that's like it's a deeper word, But hey, what I know.
To the island, it was him basically talking shit about his politics, his policies, and saying things like, I think he called the cops on us. So from the looks of it, Donald Junquavius might have been the one who turned his ass in, or one of the people. Never know. Now, as Elon Musk, as far as he goes, was his name in the emails? Yes. It was when Jeffrey Epstein was inviting him to the island, and Elon Musk was just like, yeah, sure, pal, and then like, yeah, maybe I might come, I don't know. But he was never seen at the island. So what it looks like to me is that it was just one of those brush off things where, hey, come to the island. And Elon Musk was like, yeah, pal, sure, whatever. And just went and did what he wanted to do somewhere else. But anyway, now let's talk about the other news. Trump says 2% of the population commit 90% of the crime. The 2% is repeat offenders. He said we should hone in on the 2%, and this more than likely will affect the other 10% of crimes committed by first-time offenders. Let's see how it pans out. Now, as far as Iran goes, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, he said it ain't no thing if you want to test us, because if y'all know, we more than ready to book. So, bitch, what you want to do? Christy Noam, she says ICE will wear body cams so that now we can witness the loonies assault them before they get their asses beat and arrested. So that's going to be wonderful cinema for us to watch. There's a partial government shut.
Here's the thing though about that. No, like I should have had. You see, I got the mask on. Y'all should have had cameras and stuff, but hey, I get it. Probably had to get extra fun and get the right ones or whatever. But that should have been like in the plan since like the LA, the No King stuff.
Down because they want to fight to keep illegal immigrants in your communities. So nothing's changed about that. Are you surprised? No. I'm not surprised. Donald Junquavius gear is, the link is in the bio. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna call you back, but God bless you. God bless America. God bless Donald Junquavius Trump. I love y'all. I'm gonna call you back later. Bye.
She said she gonna call us back later, like she on a whole AT&T wire phone. So speaking about Minnesota and the ice and all that stuff. We got some weird things going on here. And here we go.
Agents who shot and killed Alex Preddy are from the RGV, South Texas. That is what
Rio Grande Valley for on this shit. I got you, Phoenix. What's up? What's up, man?
Hey, Terry.
I know you sleep as hell.
Man, listen. I heard you yawning a couple times.
Yep.
And I'm like, this ain't gonna be long. So praise the Lord for that.
Oh, I got a good video after this. We're gonna play a little bit of this. I got one, and then I'll be done.
Publica is reporting. 2 CBP agents identified in Alex Preddy shooting the 2 federal immigration agents who fired on Minneapolis protester Alex Preddy are Border Patrol agent Jesus Ochoa, who also goes by Jesse, and Customs and Border Protection Officer Raimundo Gutierrez. 2 Latinos.
Raimundo? Hold on.
Let that eye roll, boo. Let them know.
Raimundo. Hold on. Jesus and Raimundo. KB, you prophetic, mother. Raimundo and Jesus. Well, I'm playing with that mother. He like, man, look, you better get you kicked out stuff and what?
Let them hours roll, baby.
Raimundo, I'm playing, boy. And they mad. They bad. They big mad.
Julio and Raimundo.
Julio, now Jesus and Raimundo. Julio didn't make it. You know, he still had to.
I know.
He had you know what I'm saying? His baby hit 16. She tried. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, Jesus and Raimundo showed up. You know what I mean.
Ochoa, who also goes by Jesse.
KB was pathetic. This was Julio Raimundo. I would have bust out. I would have been.
Man, listen.
I would have been live.
I just fell off the panel. You know what? Y'all can have this shit. I am done.
Remove. Oh man, we gotta tell KB. We gotta tell him if he
And Customs and Border Protection Officer Raimundo Gutierrez. 2 Latinos.
Gutierrez.
The records viewed by ProPublica list Ochoa 43 and Gutierrez 35 as the shooters during the deadly encounter last weekend that left Preddy dead. Both men were assigned to Operation Metro Search, an immigration enforcement dragnet launched in December that scores of armed and masked agents across the city. CBP refused to release their names. Senator John Curtis of Utah said we must have a transparent, independent investigation into the Minnesota shooting and those responsible. Ochoa joined CBP in 2018 and Gutierrez joined in 2014 and works for CBP's Office of Field Operations. He is assigned to a special response team which conducts high-risk operations like those of police SWAT units. Records show both men are from South Texas, the RGV. And Jesse Jesus Ochoa attended UTPA, now UTRGV, with a degree in criminal justice according to his ex-wife and
University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Hey, hold it down real quick. I forgot I need to start the washer. I need to start that real quick.
Oh Lord.
His
wife about to cuss him out, y'all.
No. I just put all my dirty clothes in there. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back.
Come get these damn clothes. Oh, this is a beautiful thing. They cannot say, Well, you know what? They're still gonna try to twist it and say the Latinos that went over there and got rid of the white men. I don't understand why they doing that. They can say that the Latinos don't like black people anyway, so it's still a racist thing with the Somalia. They still gonna find a way to make it, I guess, to blame Trump, but still, it's like, well, you can't even prove Trump is a racist, but they try at every time. Oh, but I am loving this. This is wonderful.
I'm back.
All right.
You know how you have everything on there and just forgot to press start?
Yes, I have done that. Yes.
Yeah. Like,
And then be like, why don't I hear the drain?
I was like,
That's why.
I was like,
Clothes still damn wet.
I was like, it was a disturbance. I need to get that clip. This is a disturbance in the floors.
Mm-hmm.
I
But yeah,
felt
they
like
still gonna twist it and try to make it seem like it's a racist thing. I don't know how the hell they don't, but they magically do it.
I literally felt like this.
I don't know why you're doing this to me. I ain't done nothing. You had sex with Willa Maskin. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's 18 and legal. She's retarded.
I just love that clip. All right, let's go.
Angelica
Oh, by the way, I got a show on head video we go through after this. All right.
All right, that's fine.
Ochoa, a longtime resident of the RGV. Ochoa had for years dreamed of working for the Border Patrol and finally landed a job there, she said. By the time the couple split in 2021, he had become a gun enthusiast with about 25...
Yeah, I was gonna put that gun enthusiast. Like
Not a gun enthusiast. I told they gonna still find a way.
He's a motherfucking law enforcement.
They gonna find a way.
Little bitch.
He was trigger happy.
Trigger happy motherfucking ghetto boy or something like that.
I don't know anybody in law enforcement with just one gun. They got all kinds. Okay, so if you want to say gun enthusiast, everybody.
I am in Texas. I don't know one person with just one gun and it ain't here anyway. So I'm
that as well. Like that's a double whammy right there.
That's rough. That's rough.
I wasn't even thinking Texas. I'm just thinking law enforcement.
The law enforcement one. Then you add Texas, like
yeah, that's
man.
Just, yeah.
I'm telling you right now, when the assault weapons ban, quote unquote assault weapon ban went off, and everybody got a sheet, advertisement in the mail saying, "You want an AK? You want an AR?"
Like, trying to tell you,
they had. Oh man, if I could find some of them ads, they had every different. They had like the Russian AK, the Romanian AK, and like the AKM, AK. They had all the. It was like $200-$300 back then.
Listen, yeah.
Shotguns. And Angelica Ochoa said, yeah, I know of a few people from here, from the RGV, that got called to go to Minneapolis and be agents out there that are masked and grabbing people, snatching people off the street. And it's crazy to think that these two agents were Latino, but we've been seeing that these agents that are doing all of this are Latino. And now they have blood on their hands.
Boy. So you want another thing you want to laugh at? Funniest story. My train. At the time he was my trainer. He went to Austin with his son, like for his birthday, like teach him about his history and stuff because he about to get in that right in school.
Mm-hmm.
So this is I want to say this thing. I think this is like right during 2020, everything was going on, right? So they're down there protesting, and he was like, "This fucked them up." It was nothing but lily white, hippie-ish, you know what I'm saying, patchouli smelling, you know. They were protesting and everything, but all the state troopers, DPS agents and everything, right? The Department of Public Safety, Texas, TPDS and stuff, they were all like women. It was women, None but minorities. It was like a couple white boys, but everybody else, it was majority like Hispanic and black and women. You know what I'm saying? And they over here protesting them hard, like they calling them racist and stuff. And he saw that he like that shit did not make sense to me. It fucked him up. It actually red pilled him, but it fucked him up.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure. Like, okay, he about to say some stuff, I know, but okay, for real, that little cartoon he got in the background saying "Go back to your country. We don't want your kind here" is funny.
Yeah. Oh man, I've had somebody did something when we were driving. I think I accidentally cut the person off or something. It was way back. And like, of course, I got locks, right? Underneath this thing, I got locks. And this little Hispanic lady said, "I need to go back to my country." I was like, "Bitch, you barely here."
I hope you got your papers in order.
Yeah, you barely here. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you talking
about? Why you talking shit, my baby? Like,
Oh, Marcus crazy. Goddamn. All right, let's play this. I'll get the controversy part. All right, let's get right there. Oh yeah. Look, what's up with the mullet? She got a mullet, don't she? What's up with
that? Listen, I think that is just a wig, and please let it be comedy.
All right, here we go.
The country by the brown ICE agents and Border Patrol officers. You can't make this stuff up. Take a look.
Well, in some breaking news, we found out the identities of the men who killed Alex Peretti in Minneapolis last week. According to ProPublica, which did some investigation.
She got the haircut unironically. I believe it now.
Another feminist.
Hold up.
Joy. Oh, the joy.
Let me see. I'm trying to find a haircut. She got one of the tier 1 cartel haircuts. Right there.
Okay.
Right there. That's what she got. She rocking the tier 1.
Oh, that's Eduardo.
Oh, you watch Narcos too?
I'm looking at his hair right now. That is the exact hair she has.
I got some best. Hey, back in the Gap, man, like that was a haircut. Man, like in the late 80s. Shit, that's all they were playing. That shit. Yeah, that's all they were rocking. Put a bandana on that motherfucker.
All the bad choices is caught on camera.
Getting reporting on this. The 2 federal immigration agents that fired on Minneapolis protester Alex Peretti are identified in government records as Border Patrol agent Jesus Ochoa and Customs and Border Protection Officer Raimundo Gutierrez. So these are our dudes. These are the men that fired on Alex Peretti. And this
salute to that mustache, man. That's a God damn it. Hey, he meant that mustache. God damn.
He is Latino. You cannot call him nothing but. Okay.
He put the tortilla dead on the the
eye of the gas. Listen. I need you to make my burrito. Only you can make it the way it needs to be made. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. He putting there's the type that grills the jalapenos on the grill. Type shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
again was found out thanks to the reporting of people at ProPublica. ProPublica is a really great outlet. People should be.
Why does she got the Tell One Cartel haircut though? I'm still trying to figure this out.
Low key, she watched that shit and she thought that was a fly ass hairstyle.
It is kind of fly though. Them mullets back, them Mexican mullets was something different. That was a different lane there.
Following.
It was different lane there.
I'm gonna take your word for it,
What do, Boogie?
It's coming across as feminine. She's a real feminist.
Yeah.
Hey, flashlight.
They do like really good original investigative reporting. Actually, the fact of the matter is ProPublica should not have had to do any investigative reporting in the first place because it's insane that these people hide their identities. Why are you wearing masks? Why is that allowed?
Hold up. Weren't these people the same people?
Why do you have that hairstyle?
No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying.
No. That's beside the point. Wasn't the same group that if you 2020 when you walk out go somewhere and they look at us crazy because we don't have a mask on? Remember them days?
Oh yeah, it was kind of a few years ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they still kind of look at people crazy, and there's still people walking out here with masks on.
Now,
to this day.
Some people probably need that mask. Some people, but like some
I'm trying to tell you, like that was their excuse to hide that ugly. Thank you.
Keep doing this. Barack, Lockjaw. Yeah, you gotta have a mask on. Look out here like you from Outworld. Mortal Kombat Outworld.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You might do a fatality on somebody. Just.
Out. How is that a thing? Both of these people should be.
If you ask one more fucking time why they wearing masks, and you know good and goddamn well why they wear masks, do you know undercover officers wear masks when they go on the bus? Nobody asks them why the fuck they wearing masks. ATF all the time. They go in with masks on because they have to protect their identity.
Yep.
Now, if you want to continuously ignore the fact that these people have said time and time again, they've had to move their families because their families were being doxxed. They just ran up into a church and disturbed a whole fucking service because they thought the pastor was actually one of the ICE agents. Now, instead of taking their behind to the office where they are, their field office where they are actually operating and protesting outside of there, they decide to run up in a church and disturb a whole church service full of innocent people that had nothing to do with that at all, to try to shake them up and make them think about people that has nothing to do with them. But you ask why they wearing masks? They're receiving whole death threats, man. Their families is receiving whole death threats. They families had to relocate. That's interrupting nature.
Hey, you breaking up, but hey, I got
their activities and sure, since you thought this was an intelligent ass.
I'll be right back. Be right back. Hold up.
All right. People killing me at just wanting to miss the obvious stuff. She was like, that's so stupid. Or why are you wearing a mask? Why did you think that hair was cute on you? Like, why? Why? I'm confused. Some people pretend to be intelligent only to open their mouths and prove that they are not. It's so sad to watch.
Back up. I forgot. I had to give me some drink real quick.
Oh, left your water behind.
No, yeah, I left in the car. Let's read.
Arrested. Both of them should be arrested. Both of them should be fucking charged. They should be charged with murder, and they should be tried just like any other run-of-the-mill criminal.
She got a Lebanon shirt on, by the way.
Oh,
so she probably support Hezbollah now. Which is ironic.
Question. Where was this energy when Trayvon Martin was murdered by a civilian? I'm sorry, unalived by a civilian.
You asking too many questions. You know they don't give a damn about us black folks, man. Matter of fact, they mad at us, like, because we ain't going out there and protesting in the cold. So yeah, you know what time
Where was
it is.
this energy when Sandra Bland was unalived? They sort of announced it was she did it herself, but she got arrested simply for quote unquote missing a turn signal.
I'll keep it a buck with you on that.
I've never heard of anybody getting arrested for that.
Nah.
A ticket? Yes.
Nah. I gotta
Arrested?
keep a buck.
No.
But Sandra Bland, I gotta keep a buck. I think when she fucked up, blowing that smoke in the cop's face like that was a little stupid. That's a little dumb. What we doing here? That's the one time I watched this take.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
But no.
But she's still no longer here.
No. I'm not saying that's the reason she deserved anything. I'm not even saying she deserved. I'm just saying.
I know that. But the point I'm making is she's no longer here.
Yeah.
She didn't hurt nobody. Nobody got hurt. There was not even a car accident that she caused because of a turn signal, supposedly. Blowing smoke in the face? Hell, you standing in my car window knowing daggone well I got a cigarette, you could have asked me to put that out.
Yeah.
You didn't. You knew I was smoking, and you standing your behind right there in the way of the smoke. I can't help which way that wind blow the smoke. All I can do is blow it out my window. I can even turn my head and blow it out the passenger window, and that shit blow back in my face as well as yours. Quit playing with me on that. I've never known anybody to get arrested for that, though. They say, excuse me, that's all up in my face. Put that out. Not step out your car, because now that's a criminal offense. Show me where that is in law.
What I'm saying is, though, basically is like, in that situation, Sandra, it was other things, like it was the arguing and everything, this and that, which again, by itself shouldn't even escalate to that point, but collectively, you kind of push it to that point, if that makes sense. Like, that's what we really need to be learning out of these situations. Like, that's why we have dash cam. That's why I'm like, hey, get a dash cam. Hey, do this. Not saying because like we got Cowtown and do this. It's more of, okay, you more knowledgeable on what's going on. You know, if there ain't any misunderstandings or anything like that, all that tape is gonna get everything to the best. And now they got ones that go straight to your phone, straight to the iCloud or whatever, so they can't even tamper with this shit. You know what I mean? So like,
right?
That's. I get what you're saying about Sandra Bland. I'm just saying, like, I look at it differently, not necessarily saying that she deserves anything or whatnot, whatever happened. Because, like, again, she's not. I don't see her going out interfering with law enforcement and fucking around doing that stuff.
Correct. And I don't agree with antagonizing police officers. Yeah. So I don't believe that's what she was doing.
But it's all about, like, and you. it's interpretation of that individual police officer. And again, they are human. We don't
feelings
know.
was hurt, and he wanted to assert his authority. I get it. That's cool.
I
But
mean, you
she's
can
still
say
no longer here.
Yeah. I mean, you can say any way you want to say it. I mean, we really once they pull us over, we're really at the mercy of them, and we gotta treat it. We gotta just respect that part. You know, it sucks. I mean, even
I agree.
I
My
mean,
point was, where was the energy? Because that lady no longer here, and nobody got charged, and I didn't see her making any TikToks. I just didn't. I didn't see this.
Well, I don't know.
And her on her behalf. I don't see it when anybody is running from the police officer and getting pow in their back. They unequivocally should, while they're on the job and actually doing their job, they should be charged with murder. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point. Like, to be fair, I don't think TikTok was around when a lot of that stuff going on, and she probably wasn't. She looked pretty young.
I ain't see it on Twitter. I ain't see it on Facebook. I ain't see it on MySpace. I ain't see it on Black Planet. I'm just gonna cover all of them then. Like the fuck.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, hey, here's the good news about those Border Patrol agents being Latino that killed Alex Pretty. Some of the people supporting ICE are defending them. I saw some people in the comments yelling at the guy that posted their names and was like, "You're doing that on purpose. You're endangering their lives because you know people are going to try and find them." And I was like, "You're protecting Latinos. Aw, that's so nice." Now maybe you could like redirect that, because yeah, it's a gut punch every time. Every time I hear accents in the videos, every time I can see that they're just not white men, or when they're women in there, I'm just like, bro.
How dare us?
Oh my God. You know what the fuck I just heard?
What?
Latinos, y'all are not the fucking focus. Move on. It ain't about y'all. You are not the cause this year.
You know what? It's almost, I love when the Klan, like he gonna say, I love when the Klan hood just pops off and you just see them, you know. They just had their I think we all think moment. I think we all think. These
like she was about to, it was on the tip of her tongue, the Latinos, and then she switched direction. Y'all motherfuckers are not the focus. It ain't about you.
Brother Malcolm Shabazz was on point when you talk about the white liberal.
Y'all ain't the cause. I need y'all to know when y'all the cause, because right now this ain't it. We about to throw y'all under the bus for the Somalis.
Okay. This is a crazy stoppage, though. Look, it's a crazy stoppage. I didn't mean to do it like that. I'm doing her dirty right now.
I mean, the hell. It bees for the bees.
Oh God, it's so painful. It just feels like betrayal every time.
Betrayal?
The fuck?
Y'all getting a little too uppity.
Boom.
Y'all getting too uppity.
After all the shit we went through, fight for y'all asses, and here y'all are knocking off people we fight for again. Okay, cool. Y'all are not the focus. Y'all overstepping y'all bounds.
Yeah.
How dare you make your own decisions and think for yourself? How flipping dare you?
It's almost like,
trying not to.
You know on Roots when Chicken George or somebody like, hey man, I want, remember you told me I could do this and I could be free. Hey boy, what you doing with freedom?
Right. How dare you want your freedom?
What it's hard enough maintaining what I got. What you gonna do? You don't know anything. That's I'm just just ashamed that you even want to leave here. You know, they try to shame you back in slavery and shit.
How dare you want to be free? Like me. who would never be a slave. Like, how dare you?
Yeah, I mean, how dare you want to live for yourself and have your own dreams and aspirations? You know what's real safe? Slavery.
Employees do the same thing. Employees do the same thing. How dare you not want to work for my company so I can make millions and pay you pennies on the dollar?
2-week notice?
What kind of fucking shit is that? And
you
then they act like we have to approve your 2-week notice. Okay, and if you don't, then you will never be able to be hired here again.
Okay.
You said that like it was an actual fucking threat. That shit sounds great to me.
Okay.
Like, the fuck?
No, he said no fuck.
But you know, I have friends in Arizona, and they're
she have friends in Arizona that's Latino.
So
she's not
Latino.
racist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's so. I have that one black friend, and he tells me all the time, "I'm not racist." Girl, me and you both. Mm-hmm.
extended family, cousins, uncles, aunts. They're on board in Border Patrol, and they're Latino, and they're very hardcore.
Oh, no.
And I never understood it before. Like when I was introduced to them, I was just like,
question. She don't understand this. Do you know? You see this?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Privileged white woman.
That's your understanding right there.
That's yeah, okay. These are crazy ass people.
Them sick shirts kicking, ain't it? Got them sick shirts on.
Man, listen. I never understood why all of a sudden they want to fight for other people's rights. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, listen. They don't have a right to be here. That's why they're illegal.
Yep.
Like, y'all really try real hard to miss the entire fucking point and make it into something else. That's dumb.
Yep. And she and all this condescending talk. I just don't get it. Why would you want to protect this country? Whoa. Don't you? Why would you want to not have cartels here? I mean, don't you people like cartels? Don't you people?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, if they did, would you be so gung-ho and saying that they seeking asylum? Asylum from what? And if they are seeking asylum, you do know that there are legal processes in place for them to follow so that they can get asylum. A lot of immigrants went through the process. And they were allowed to stay here without getting deported as long as they did not commit any crime while they were here. You know, once you commit a crime, you have to go back to your country and figure the shit out. And I think it's 5 years before they can reapply if they do not commit a crime in their own country. See, they're here illegally. So sanctuary city, state, or whatever does not apply to them. They're not seeking asylum. They came here illegally. And 9 times out of 10 is because they were the fucking criminals. Like, who comes here and then you defend a bunch of motherfuckers that's frauding the United States of America? That's a huge fucking crime. I'm not allowed to fraud, but they just gonna put my black ass in prison.
Well, you don't pay that PPP loan if you want to see what happened to you.
Listen, I was not fucking with that shit at all.
Yep.
The dumbasses that actually went through with that shit, man, listen, just because they ain't come yet don't mean they ain't coming.
Oh man,
Because one thing the government gonna want,
they money.
That's they money. They don't give a fuck how you do it. You better come up with it.
I'll give you that knock on the door. All right.
Last knock you'll ever hear without crying to your mama.
Yeah, she really going in on this. Hold up.
Why? But, it's jobs. They speak Spanish. And I also...
Remember I'm telling you, they giving, if you try to work with border security right now, $50,000 sign-on bonus, then start at $89,000 a year. And y'all wondering why.
Right. I don't get it.
See, this will happen when you just stay on Reddit and Blue Sky and just talk to your look, watch the view, not even partaking into like what the discussion is. But hey, here we go. And shout out to Raimundo, you know what I mean? Shout out to him.
I also feel like there's this, we came here legally, so everyone else has to come here legally. But also I feel like they feel like if people with, documents get in here, then it gives us a bad name and we're never going to be looked at as equals. If all these people come in here and everyone talks Sandro's like, oh, are you illegal? Kind of that kind of stuff. So if they can look like they care about getting them out and maybe do care about getting them out, then they'll earn respect, but also maybe someday once they're all out, then we'll be on the same level playing.
Number one.
Did she say if they look like they give a damn?
Yeah, that's condescending. That's condescending as a motherfucker. And number two, right? Notice she never brought up how much they making.
Mm-hmm.
You getting $50,000 signing bonus with $89,000 starting off salary, right? You can do a lot of things with that's roughly what, 140. That's $140,000 right off top, pretty much.
I can purchase me a home.
You can purchase you land in a home.
I'm trying to say.
Because think about this,
I'm trying to say.
Nobody does a single household, like money making household anymore. That's pretty much played. That's been played since 9/11 to be 100 with you, right? So because at one point I knew people that the husband worked. They'd be working. He'd be making what, 70 grand and maintaining the whole household. That shit done now. Especially after 2008. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like with that type of money, and let's say whoever they with, they lot more likely that they probably, anybody in like law enforcement, the first people they probably go holler at is like people in paramedics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or in that type of service, not even just service industry, that type of like medical field or whatever. Because that they usually do like the fraternize them the most, because like Border Patrol gotta have a good relationship with the medical folks just in case some shit go down, you know. So that's just this work.
Yep.
So yeah, they probably shit. You get a nurse or whatever, or paramedic. I think they make like what? They start at 70, depending on where they at. That's a pretty good money right there.
It is part of the American dream.
So, but you don't understand.
Yeah, she don't get it.
All right, you getting feedback now, so you're on mute. Let me play this.
Which is never going to happen, because the United States is a cult made of white supremacy and patriarchy with some capitalism thrown in there, and that makes.
Why do they hate daddy so much? Every time they got some shit to say, they always blaming the patriarchy. What else that all us days want to do is watch a goddamn football game. Goddamn.
I mean, listen. That argument is so flipping dead. Because here's the thing. It took two people to make a child, correct?
Yup.
9 times out of 10, the patriarch, as y'all complain, y'all can't have it both ways. Either he in the home and you blame him, or he outside the home and you still blame him. You can't do that.
They just want to blame us.
You can't do that. The patriarchy is needed for a balance. Y'all want it one way. And again, not disagreeing with me, disagreeing with the Lord. Take it up with him. Whether you believe in him or not, that's on you.
Phoenix, you're such a pick me.
Well, yes, I do want the Lord to pick me.
I know.
It's a whole song that say when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, how I want to be part of that number. Yep.
Yeah.
So I am a pick me. You're right.
I salute you for that. Let's read.
People cuckoo. I don't care what your background is. It will make you nuts. So this is just a rough learning curve about Border Patrol, about all the different ethnicities and sexualities that can get involved in this stuff. That every time, it's just like, what? It's like a brain stun. Like, how is this possible?
What I love about
what's up?
What's this?
You're breaking up.
What the fuck does the sexuality, anybody's sexuality have to do with this?
So they own all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. They own all the sexuality stuff, heterosexuality, because that's patriarchy. Apparently, that's what she thinks.
Look, Whitney Houston was wrong. The children were not our future. This is some bullshit.
And they wonder why they losing men. That mentality right there is prevalent on our side.
That's why they are so. That's what most women are so accepting of the alternative lifestyle when it comes to men. Can't stand it when it comes to women, but when it comes to men, hell yeah, because they want you more feminine. I don't get that. I want masculine energy because it's needed. It's called yin to yang. If everybody on yang and not yin, where's the balance?
Yep. All right, let's read.
Ever heard of Sodom and Gomorrah?
That's what they want.
Okay, well, see what happened to the first one. I'm not gonna be there for the second one.
Pillar of salt.
That.
They want to be a pillar of salt, so they always salty anyway. All right, let's read. I got that one video to go over, and then I'm going to eat me something and go to sleep. I hate to eat this late. Right. My 12 weeks starting after Valentine's Day, so I'll be good.
The people is that we rise to the resistance. Right now, everyone is meant to be at the front lines, but there can be people who serve as investigative analysts, right? The people who gave information that helped us track the Filipino Border Patrol agent Romel, the one who helped identify the image of Jonathan Ross, right? The ones who are helping and lead the efforts to uncovering the South Texas murderers of Raimundo Gutierrez and Jesus Ochoa, too. Nopales, too, Latinos, too, people from South Texas who gave over their own people who are acting as what? Concentrate.
Did they show a Hispanic person?
Did they show him as Hispanic?
Did they shoot anybody that's Hispanic? Because they keep on saying they going against their own.
Well, I think because they are ICE agents, so it's under the assumption that they had when they were shoveling out the Venezuelan gangs and the Latino gangs, and yes, they did have to get rid of their own people. But here's the thing: just because they're Latino or Latino don't mean that it's their own people. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, honey. It's just not. You don't want to be associated. Now, these are the folks that get offended if we assume that they are part of the game because of their ethnicity. But then you say, well, they're our own. You want to disassociate yourself as far as possible. You're not claiming them as your own men, but now you want to, because you want to make an argument where you have absolutely no fucking point. You want to say, oh, they're putting away their own people. Yes, criminals.
Just like police officers.
Do you know how many law enforcement officers have put away their own damn family members because they were breaking the law?
Hey, that don't count. That don't count because.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet then. You can have it.
Here we go.
Cam guards, right? Because these existed before history rhymes, right? So these individuals should be shamed. These individuals should be named. These individuals, everything connected to them should be exposed. Every organization, every car club like Romel, right? Every single individual who is close to these people and supporting them, right? We need to lawfully put pressure on them, shunning them, right? Removing them from any sort of social gathering, right? Creating a reality in which they feel the pressure, posting flyers.
Yeah. So you seen that, you heard that. Okay. Leftists are upset. They're losing their minds because you have Latino Border Patrol agents and ICE officers doing their jobs, right? Protecting the homeland, right? This rant against these Latino Border Patrol agents, right? Again, allegedly, these Border Patrol agents were Latino, right? So they're upset. They're mad. They feel betrayed.
So ProPublica has just reported the names of the 2 ICE criminals that murdered Alex Preddy. And the names are Jesus Ochoa.
Yep.
And
Raymundo Gutierrez. Ochoa is a Border Patrol agent, 43 years old. Raymundo Gutierrez is a Customs and Border Protection officer. And Ochoa joined CBP in 2018. Gutierrez joined in 2014.
So the stormtroopers of American fascism are Hispanic. How about that? How about that? It's so.
Oh, it sounds like you Dobson. And it sounds like you threatening them. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't think I am. But okay. Let's read.
Right. I think that's awesome. Again, I think that Latino Americans, Hispanic Americans who are signing up to defend the homeland, right? To be Border Patrol agents, ICE officers. I think that they're great people, right? And I love them, right? I love them for what they're doing, right? I think that they're doing a great job, okay? It requires a lot of bravery to sign up and do a job like that. They should be celebrated.
Crazy. I mean, it's like, I just saw this story the other day about a Cuban American who led some like Latinos for Trump group. He was deported. Like, bro, you think you're on the team, right? You're not on the fucking team, dog. You're not on the team. Try walking around outside in civilian clothes without having your ICE or
just trying to sound like a black person to try to make his point. You not on the team, dog.
Oh, yeah. That's another telltale sign that you might be racist.
What team would that be?
I don't know. I don't know what type of team I'm good.
Because 2 things can be true. You can want to make America great again, and then at the same damn time, your ass should have been a fucking citizen. So, I mean, his dream came true. Got rid of the illegals. Boom.
That part. Hey, I might go to do the show ahead tomorrow, man. I'm dozing off now.
We'll go right ahead, because I'm all for the sleep.
Badge on you, bro. It's a wrap. They would deport your ass too. They throw you in CCOT, the concentration camp too. So it's just so crazy to me that that happens. The fact that we have it's like rainbow fascism. It's like a diverse fascism, right? Where the stormtroopers
DEI
of the
fascism.
state, DEI fascism.
Progressivism has been so successful that even our Nazis are diverse.
Straight up.
I'm not
Straight
the
up.
first to observe.
Straight up, bro. It's so crazy to me too. And let's be serious. There's a special place in hell for the minority ICE criminals and CBP criminals. There's a special place in.
All right. That's it. I can't deal with this smug motherfucker anymore. I mean, oh man, I can't deal with that no more.
Yeah. That's a special type of fuck you. And I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else on this?
Nah, let's go to sleep. Good night.
All right, good night. Hey, y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. And appreciate everybody showing up. Peace. Hold up.